I thought my honeymoon would be the happiest time of my life. I was wrong. My name is Emma. I'm 24, and just a few days ago, I married the man I thought I knew. We arrived at the hotel late at night. It was beautiful. Soft lights, big bed, a perfect room. Everything felt like a dream. I remember smiling the whole time. I kept thinking, this is it. This is my life now. He looked tired. Not happy tired, just quiet. I noticed it, but I didn't say anything. I thought maybe it was the wedding stress. After a while, he said, "I need to go downstairs for a minute." That felt strange. It was our first night. But I nodded. "Okay," I said. I sat on the bed, still in my dress, looking around the room. Everything was perfect, but something didn't feel right. I don't know why, just a feeling. A few minutes passed, then 10, then 20. He didn't come back. That's when I heard voices from outside the room, low, serious. I wasn't trying to listen, but then I heard his name. I froze. I moved closer to the door, quietly. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I already knew something was wrong. And then I heard him say something I will never forget. "She doesn't know anything." My heart dropped, because in that moment, I realized the man I just married was hiding something from me. I didn't move. I just stood there, next to the door, listening. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe he was talking about something else. I wanted that to be true. But then I heard another voice. A woman. "You should tell her," she said. Her voice was low, calm, like this wasn't a big deal. My chest tightened. "Tell me what?" "No," he said quickly. "Not now." "Not now? What does that mean? What is he hiding? Why is there another woman here, on our honeymoon?" I leaned closer. My hand was on the door handle. I didn't open it. I was scared of what I might see. "You can't hide this forever," she said. "You promised." "Promised?" "I know," he said. "I'll handle it." "Handle what? Handle me?" Suddenly, I didn't feel like a wife anymore. I felt like a stranger, standing outside my own life. I stepped back from the door, slowly. My hands were shaking. I had two choices: open the door, or pretend I heard nothing. For a second, I almost walked away. I almost chose peace. But something inside me said no. Because whatever he was hiding, it was already breaking everything. I don't know what came over me. Maybe it was anger, maybe fear, or maybe I just needed the truth. My hand touched the handle. Cold. I hesitated for a second. Just one. If I open this door, everything might change. I opened it. The hallway was dim, soft yellow lights. Quiet. Too quiet. And then, there they were. My husband and a woman, standing close. Too close. They both turned, at the same time, like they were caught. She looked calm, not surprised. That was the strange part. But him, he looked different. Not guilty, not scared, just annoyed. "Emma," he said, like this was nothing. I couldn't speak. I just looked at them. Then at her. Then back at him. Who is she? My voice didn't sound like mine. No one answered. "I asked you something." This time louder. The woman spoke. "I think," she said slowly, "we should tell her." "Tell me what?" "No," he said, sharp, quick, like he didn't even think. That's when something changed inside me. Before, I was confused. Now, I was sure. This wasn't small. This wasn't simple. "Tell me what's going on," I said. Quiet, but strong. Beat. He looked at me, long, like he was deciding something. And in that moment, I realized whatever he was about to say was going to destroy everything I believed about him. He didn't answer right away. He just looked at me, like he was choosing his words very carefully. "This isn't what you think," he said. I almost laughed, not because it was funny, because it was predictable. "Then tell me what it is." He glanced at her. She didn't move, didn't speak, just watched me. That felt worse. Like she already knew everything, and I was the only one behind. "Her name is Laura," he said. "Okay, a name. That didn't help." "And?" I asked. He took a breath, slow, heavy. Then, "She was part of my life before you." "Before me? What does that even mean?" "How?" I asked. He hesitated. Just a second, but I saw it. Then the line. We were married. Everything inside me just stopped. Married? No, no, that's not possible. Out loud, "You're joking." He didn't smile. "I'm not." I looked at her, then back at him. "You told me you've never been married." "I know." That hurt more. Not denial, not confusion, just acceptance. "So you lied." "I was going to tell you." "When?" He didn't answer. That silence said everything. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't something he forgot. This was something he chose to hide. And then, "There's more," she said. I turned to her, my heart already breaking, and somehow still not ready. Because in that moment, I understood one thing. This wasn't the truth. Not all of it. Not even close. "There's more." I looked at her, then at him. He didn't stop her. That was the first answer. If he wanted to lie, he would have said something, but he didn't. "We're still married," she said. Silence. I didn't understand. Not at first. Still married? What does that mean? "It means," she looked straight at me, Your marriage isn't real. That felt like a slap. No, that's not possible. That's not true. Emma, listen. No. I shook my head. Don't say anything. I needed to think. I needed something to make sense. How? How is that even possible? You married me. He never signed the divorce papers. Silence. I stepped back, slow, like the ground wasn't steady anymore. You knew? She nodded. Yes. That hits differently. Not anger, not shouting, just truth. You knew you were still married, and you still married me? It's complicated. Of course it is. No, I said, it's not complicated. It's a lie. A big one. I felt stupid. I felt used. I felt like everything I believed in was fake. And then something clicks. Wait, I said slowly. If you're still married, I looked at her again, then why are you here? Silence. She didn't answer right away. Always the silence. Then she said it. Because he needed me here. Needed? For what? She looked at me. Not soft, not kind, just honest. To make sure you don't leave. To make sure you don't leave. For a second, no one moved. No one spoke. I felt it. That change. That moment when something stops feeling like a mistake and starts feeling dangerous. I looked at him. Really looked this time. And suddenly, I didn't recognize him. What does that mean? I asked. He answered, too calmly, It means you're upset, he said, and you might do something you regret. Regret? I took a step back, then another. Emma, don't do this. Not loving, not caring, controlling. No, you don't do this, I said. You lied to me. You married me while you were still married. He exhaled. Like I was the problem. Laura didn't say anything now, just watching, like she had seen this before. Before? How many times? I asked suddenly. What? How many times have you done this? Again, that silence. And that was enough. I didn't need an answer. My chest felt tight, my hands cold. I need to leave. Now. I turned, started walking toward the elevator. Behind me, Emma. His voice. Lower now. If you walk away. I stopped. Just for a second. You're making a big mistake. No. I looked back at him. And for the first time, I wasn't confused. I wasn't emotional. I was clear. The mistake, I said quietly, was trusting you. And that's when he stopped pretending. The mistake was trusting you. Something changed in his face. Not small, not subtle. The calm was gone. Okay, he said. Too simple. Too easy. Then, if that's how you feel, he stepped closer, then we do this the hard way. The hard way? I stepped back, fast. He grabbed my arm, tight. "Let go," I said, trying to pull away. His grip tightened. "You're not leaving," he said. That was it. No lies, no soft words. Just truth. I pushed him, hard. He didn't expect it. He lost balance for a second. That second mattered. I ran. Fast. Real panic. Down the hallway. Barefoot. Heart racing. I didn't even think. Behind me, his footsteps. Loud. Fast. Getting closer. "Help!" I shouted, my voice breaking. But the hallway was empty. No one there. No one to hear me. I turned and ran. Down the stairs. 1 step, 2 steps, almost falling. Behind me, "Emma, stop!" I couldn't. I pushed the door open and ran outside. Air hit. Cold, sharp, real. There were people, cars, lights. I didn't stop running, not until I reached the road. Then, finally, I stopped. I turned back. He was standing at the door. Not chasing, just watching. Not angry, not shouting. Something worse. Like this wasn't over. And deep down, I knew it wasn't. Because some people don't let go that easily. And he was one of them. I didn't go back. Not that night. Not ever. I stayed at a small hotel, far from him, far from that place. I didn't sleep. Not really. Every sound made me look at the door. My mind kept replaying everything. The wedding, his smile, his words. All of it felt different now. Fake. I kept asking myself one question. How did I not see it? But the truth is, people like him don't show everything. Not at the start. The next morning, I went to the police. I told them everything. The marriage, the lies, Laura. They listened, serious, focused. Then one question. Do you know his full history? I shook my head. Their response, "You're not the first," the officer said. Not the first, but this time it was real. He has done this before, he said. Different cities, different women. Marriage, control, lies. It wasn't just betrayal. It was a pattern. Laura, he added, she came to us before. She tried to report him. And? She went back. That hit hard. Understanding, that's why she was there, not helping him. Stuck with him. For a moment, I felt bad for her, but also I knew one thing. That would not be me. Days passed, then weeks. Slowly, I started feeling like myself again. Not fully, but enough. Final reflection. Some people come into your life as love, then reveal and leave as a lesson. So tell me honestly, if you found out everything was a lie, would you stay and try to fix it? Or would you walk away before it's too late? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, because the next story might be even more real than this one.